Okay, so today I will make a video on future tense. Hello Rutvik, how are you? Oh god, not again. What do you want from me? I have prepared myself to talk about simple future tense. Okay, tell me, what have you prepared about this tense? So I want to talk about its usage, structure, and some examples. Go ahead. Okay, thanks. What? What are you waiting for? Do you want me to send you an email to start the discussion? Okay, just calm down, relax. I was thinking about how to start. Okay, so I'm prepared. Let me get started. It's indeed difficult to deal with him. Such a short tempered person he is. Nevertheless, let's move ahead. I'll take you through the usage, structure, and some examples of this tense. Now, the usage is very easy. To talk about all the future events, we use simple future tense. But if I be a little specific, to talk about something which is already scheduled, it could be any events like a marriage, seminars, conferences, the lectures, or simply informal get togethers with the friends. To talk about all such events which are pre planned, we use this tense. Then, to talk about our future plans and arrangements, like going on a world tour with friends or simply spending our weekend, then it is mostly being used for making offers and giving promises. For an example, we can say that if you clear this exam, I'll give you a grand party. I promise you, I'll not share this thing with anyone else. Like this. And at last, to talk about the future beliefs and predictions, we can also use it. For an example, we can say that it's too dark. It may rain tonight. Or it will rain tonight. I think after 5 years, India will become a superpower country. Such predictions we can make with this tense. Once we'll talk about the examples, it will be more clear to you. Before that, let's have a look at the structure of this tense, which is actually very easy. We can make a structure in two ways. Either we can use will or shall, or we can use be going to plus the verb. That's actually not a structure of the simple future tense, but a structure of present continuous tense. Let's talk about them in detail. First, when we talk about the structure using will and shall, for the positive category, structure would be subject plus will or shall and the base form of verb. Now there is always a confusion between the usage of will and shall. Let me make it clear. Shall is used with the first person subjects. These are I and we. On the other hand, will can be used by all the subjects including I and we. Now the another way by which we can make the sentence of future tense, that is subject, proper form of to be, going to and the V1, that is the base form of verb. This is the exact structure of present continuous tense as I said earlier. If you want to have a look at it in detail, here is a link on the top. You can click on it. It will direct you to the discussion of present continuous tense. Coming on to the negative category, structure for will and shall would be subject plus will or shall, not and the V1. Now there is a contraction, will not will become want. So if I say that I won't go, that means I will not go. Negative structure using be going to, which is subject plus proper form of to be, not, going to and base form of verb. Pause this video, take a screenshot, it will help you a lot. Coming on to the examples, I made a list which includes the all four categories of sentences which we have discussed in the beginning of the video. The sentences are talking about the scheduled events or the future plans or arrangements, offers and promises, and beliefs and predictions. Let's have a look at them. So the first sentence is, I'll go to France next year. By saying so, I'm talking about my future plan which I've already decided in the present. Another sentence which says that she's going to meet me on this Sunday. Again, a pre-planned event. Let's have a look at some more examples. Jeff won't take part in this competition. Then we can say, Mary will help me in cooking this dish. I'll take you on a world tour as a treat. It talks about a promise. I think India will win the World Cup in 2021. It talks about a prediction. Then we can say, they're going to move to the USA. And the last sentence. He seems to be very angry. I'll talk to him tomorrow. So, how was it? Did you like my presentation? That's it. Do you think it's over? Yes, that's it. I talked about usage, structure and examples. What else is left? I think you haven't heard about exceptions of this tense. Exceptions? I'm not aware about it. Pay attention. Now, not only with the typical structure of future tense, we can indicate the future events. There are also other possible ways in which we can take the help of other tenses to mention about the future planned or arranged events. The question is how? Let me answer you. I've made a list here. There are 5 sentences. All the sentences belong to other category of tenses apart from future tense. So the first sentence says, they have a class on this coming Sunday. If you look closely, this sentence is of simple present tense. But by using have or has, we can talk about the future planned events. I can say that I have a meeting in the evening. She has an appointment with the doctor next week. They have a lecture tomorrow in the morning. Like that. The other sentence says, Rohan is coming to see me on my next birthday. Now this sentence belongs to present continuous tense category. So similarly, by using present continuous tense, we can also indicate the future events. We can also say that I may come to see you at 8 tonight. Now may is a part of the modal auxiliary verbs. With the modal auxiliary verbs, we can talk about the future events. If I give one more example, this movie should be over in next 1 hour. So with the modal auxiliary verbs like can, could, may, might, should, we can indicate the future events. And the last way, vacation starts from next week. Again, it's an example of simple present tense. By using it, we can talk about the future planned events. I hope it's clear to you. That's it. I hope you like this video and you're clear with this tense. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to stay updated with the all coming videos on this channel. Share it with your friends and family members. Thank you so much for watching and I wish you a very happy learning.